Glam rock had arrived. Hot Love was its first #1, and the press had a new catchphrase.
Pop music saved me from my environment. You know, I wanted something else. I wanted something beyond regular life, and I got that around about 11 when I first was introduced to Marc Bolan and T-Rex, and this mystical thing happened to me where a doorway was open.
It just let me know there was something else going on out there. You weren't sure even what it was. You couldn't even give it a name. There's something, the way he will glitter on his face, the way he was kind of effeminate. It's hard to believe now, but it was very shocking at its time.
Marc's pantomime stage persona caught everyone's eye.
I think everybody's parents were a little bit shocked with feather boas and wearing makeup. Very feminine.
June, his wife, was responsible really for his look. I mean, I don't think Marc got that look together. It was all to do with June.
When it came to wardrobe and makeup, I think glam stars had women behind them, egging them on, really.
He was kind of a boy-girl, you know, or a girl-boy, or a boy-girl, you know, what was he? And that was the fun of glam rock.
I'm gonna change that. Was that squirm factor. You kind of watch with your parents, and if everyone's squirming uncomfortably, you know it must be something good.
Certainly, there's been a change in England in 2 years. And we are part of the change. I mean, guys now can wear makeup. They can shout and scream.
Most of my mates, even at 11 or 12, would look at Marc Bolan and you wouldn't think, you know, Puff or something like that. You'd think, God, he's gonna pull the girls. I want to be like him.
Selling records was all Marc cared about. And now he had a follow-up to write.
Yeah, I remember I was walking down the corridor in a hotel, and he had his room opposite me, and he stuck his head out. He said, "You got any drums in your room?" I said, "Well, I have. I've got a snare." He said, "I'll bring it down." And he went through this riff, "Get It On." And he said, "What do you reckon?" I said, "Yeah, could be all right."
You do sweet black, don't look back, and I love you.
Get It On was Marc's second #1 in the UK. T-Rex had turned into a pop monster. In the next 3 years, he would have 3 #1 albums and 10 top 5 hit singles.
I remember backstage at Wembley, we did these 2 concerts for the film Born to Boogie, and Ringo Starr was the director of it, and he said, as a Beatle, "I've never seen anything like this." He says, "Those girls are crazy." And they were.
Fame and adulation had a noticeable effect on the ambitious star.
It went bigger than anyone could believe at times, and then eventually you start to believe it a little too far, and he already had that in him anyway, with or without it. He already had that confidence and that swagger.
He was totally selfish, in a nice way. I mean, I'm not saying he was a bad person, but he was all about me, 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 me all the time, and there was really nothing worth talking about unless it pertained to his career.
Did he know what he had when he had it at the time? I often wonder.
By 1974, Marc's star was waning. His original teen fans had grown up and moved on. New teenagers were looking for their own heroes.
When the T-Rex singles started to sell less, I think that was quite traumatic for him, and combination of getting quite pudgy and starting to drink too much brandy and starting to do cocaine. I think he just lost his way. You know, he was only ever meant to be a star for kind of 3 years. He had his moment in the sun. I don't think it was ever going to last anymore, but he couldn't handle that.
Life's a guide.
You know, he was stuck in some kind of teenage dream.
And I hope it's gonna last.
Put the radio on. And last night in the news, and also last night, pop star Marc Bolan killed in a car crash.
I was
On the 16th of September 1977, Marc Bolan and girlfriend Gloria Jones were involved in a serious car accident. Marc died instantly.
My reaction was one of stunned disbelief, and it shook me up a little bit because Marc, apart from being a client, was a friend.
I was dancing when I was out.
You know, I mean, it was kind of unbelievable. It really affected me. I felt a really sad loss.
I danced myself right out the womb.
He was like James Dean, die young and leave a good corpse. He had that fascination with that, and he talked about it a lot, and unfortunately he got it, And my mom raised him well. I'm alive here, and I'm proud. But, I know for sure he wished he would, I know for sure he wanted to live.